What is up, guys? I'm back with another YouTube video. Now, in today's video, guys, I'm going to be ranking every single weapon in PUBG Mobile or PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds from worst to best. Now, there will be a special add to this. I'm going to rank the grenades as well. Now, I'm putting these in categories of the ranking, and each category I'll go down. It's going to be from pistols to snipers, because in my opinion, the snipers are the best in the game. So, I'm going to edit this video, put some pictures in, so it's going to be maybe a long video, and it might not even be uploaded today. So let me do a couple things, and then we'll get started on with the ranking. Okay, guys, so I am back. I'm not going to pause for the scratches. Just give me a little time to talk about our first category for ranking worst to best. So at the very worst gun, hopefully I can add this to the video. So for the worst gun in the entire game is the revolver pistol, or in the best terms, the R1895. This gun's reloading speed is horrible, and when you shoot, it goes up. So what I mean is, when you're shooting, you try to shoot at the thing, and then it kind of shoots up a little bit because you can't take control of it. I think this is a realistic ad, but I think it just makes the gun really, really terrible. And speaking of revolvers, if you haven't watched The Walking Dead, Rick, he has that revolver. He always gets a bad shot. Whenever he tries to shoot Negan, he misses and stuff. And I think this actually proves that the revolver pistol can also be bad in real life situations, even though it's a show. At number 5, the R45. Not much to say about this weapon, but I think it's just a terrible weapon. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but off of most people's information, I've looked up on the internet of every weapon. I looked at the rates and all that, and I can't say much about this weapon, so let's go into number 4. Number 4, the P1911. This weapon has really bad ammo. It has .45 ammo, which is probably the worst ammo in the game, and it makes this gun have horrible damage. The speed of this gun is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's that bad. But let's get on the next one. Number 3, P92. The P92, I think is a really, really good gun. It takes 9mm ammo, which is not that bad at all if you think about it. UMPs have them, there's a micro Uzi in the game that takes it. And the P92 isn't bad because it takes really good damage to the enemies, and I think that's settled for the P92. For the next, number 2, so there's 6 weapons in the pistols, in case you guys didn't know. I'm going to be putting P189C. Now, the fire rate on this I think is awesome. I don't use this gun a lot. Usually, I try to pick this weapon up, and then I realize, I already have, another weapon. So, this is a good weapon that you can just find in the beginning when you just started a fight. And at number 1, I've never really used this gun, but I looked it up, and I figured out about this gun, and it is the flare gun that is not in the PUBG Mobile game, I'm supposing. And it, basically, when you shoot it, it has a parachute drop that can come, and parachute drops have great stuff in them. Let me think of what parachute drops can have. They can have good snipers, rare snipers, if you really want to, if I really was talking. Rare snipers, you can find ghillie suits. You can't really find ghillie suits in, someone's shooting at me. I'm not really sure who, but I don't care if I die. But parachute drops have really good. I don't know why the person in this ranked it and put the flare gun in, but from what I'm supposing, this sounds like a really good pistol. So let's get on to the next category, which is shotguns. Now, there's only 3 shotguns in this game. So, not really hard. I think it's the, how do you want to say it? The shortest category. So, at number 3 for the shotguns, the S686. I mean, the 5686, I believe. Or is it S6? I'm not really sure. I'm getting confused. But, oh, there's one of the shotguns right there. This gun is a lever action shotguns, and lever action shotguns aren't that good at all. Now, what I mean by lever action shotguns is it has like this little lever that you pull when you reload, and I think that's kind of a little slow for the gun. So, yeah, that's why the main reason why I put that on the bottom. For the next one, the S1897. Oh, that is the S6, but I'm holding this gun right now, and I will put it in the picture as well. But this gun is good up for close battle. As you can see, I'm shooting it right now. I just died, but this gun is good for close, like really close. The fire rate is pretty bad. It does shoot up a little bit, and I think that it deserves that number 2. And then the best shotgun, I think, is the S12K. This is the best one. It looks really good. I believe the fire rate is really good. Still one of those up shooters, if you want to call it like that. I'm going to do another match, but yeah, I think that's it for the shotguns for now. Now on to the special category, the grenades. For the grenades, at number 4, the stun grenade. I know you guys might disagree with me on the stun grenade being at the bottom, but honestly, even though it does blind the targets, I don't really like the idea of the stun grenade at all. Does no damage, but does blind the target, and the only problem is the targets are sometimes hard to see in PUBG, so this could be a downfall if you blind the target. Or even if you don't know where they are, if you blind them anyways, you might not know where they are, so downfall on that. But number 3, the Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail is basically like some kind of liquor, and you put like this special thing in it and light it. It'll make like a big fire. Really good weapon for like it's kind of like a sticky bomb in a not like sticky bomb like a sticky bomb sticks to the enemy and, blows them up. But what I mean is, like, the damage sticks to them. They can't get out of the damage. Like, the damage is, how do you want to say it? If the fire gets on them, it's hard to get off. It takes a little time, too. And I think that makes it a really good grenade. So, number 2, the fragmation grenade. I can't say much about the fragmation grenade. It does make a lot of damage, but it only makes a short little bomb. It isn't that big of a bomb when you use a fragmation grenade. This is why I don't like the fragmation grenade, but still deserves a spot number 2 in all 4 of the grenades. Number 1, the smoke grenade. I love the smoke grenade. Usually what I use the smoke grenade is when you're doing squads or duos and you kill someone inside of a house. Just throw a smoke grenade in there just in case there's another person in there and you can shoot him down. Now, like I said about the stun grenade, the only downfall about that is if you used it in the building. I guess I kind of went a little too far on that, but smoke grenade, I love it because the target can't see, and you can just come in there and ambush them or whoever else is there. But the only thing about this is that the target can run away, so if they do, I'd be pretty careful. They might ambush you as well. So that is it for the grenades, only 4 in there. Now for the machine guns. I just picked up one, but it's the micro Uzi. But for the machine guns, at number 6, there's 6 of them, DP28. The biggest downfall for the DP28, oh, there's one right there, is the reloading speed. Now, let me demonstrate the reloading speed. Okay, let me just shoot a little bit, all right? Look how long it takes to reload. The only thing good about this reload speed is that you might, like, if you were sniping someone with this gun, which it's not a sniper, but, like, if you were just camping out something, I guess it would be good. But if you're doing close combat, which this weapon is mainly for, this wouldn't be a good gun to reload on. And that's the one downfall on this gun is the reloading speed. And I think it makes it just such a horrible of a gun that it deserves the bottom of the list. And I'm using one of the machine guns, the micro Uzi once again. So number 5, the Tommy gun. Now, another big downfall for this machine gun, there's a lot of downfalls, like huge downfalls for the machine guns, is that you can't add scopes to this gun, which if you're trying to take out someone, it's a good gun, does good damage, I have to admit, but the scoping, even though like it'll give you a little bit of a pointer on it, it's kind of terrible, and that just makes a big downfall on this gun. So yeah, at number 5, Tommy gun. Number 4, the Vector. The only thing bad about the Vector, in my opinion, guys, is that the ammo is .45 ammo, which in my opinion is the worst ammo. But it is good for close combat, so kind of like a shotgun, but it is automatic. So I think, yeah, semi-automatic actually. But that's a pretty big downfall, once again, is that it takes .45 ammo. But for the next one, UMP 9. The good thing about the UMP 9 is it's semi-automatic. It takes 9mm ammo, and it makes the gun really, really good. The gun looks sick, in my opinion, and I think it deserves a spot at number 3. Number 2, the micro Uzi. I think a lot of people mistake this gun for a pistol, but it's more like an automatic pistol. The size really doesn't matter. But I think a lot of people mistake it for a pistol, but an Uzi is actually pretty good. It takes 9mm ammo. It can take scopes, but once again, if you're using like a smaller gun like that, the scopes can be smaller. But an Uzi is really good. You can get stocks for it. Honestly, the Uzi is a good starting gun that you can use. It's like a backup gun. So I'm using Uzi right now. Let me demonstrate it with a suppressor. So that's how good an Uzi sounds, like how good it does. I killed an enemy with it. It's not such a good gun, but I think it's good for a backup gun, and I think it makes it really good. Number 1, the M249. This gun, honestly, it looks amazing. It looks so good. But the only thing about this machine gun, once again, is the reloading speed when you're done with it. But even though the reloading speed, this gun is sick. It does good damage, and it definitely deserves a spot at number 1 in the machine gun category. So for the second last category, the assault rifles. Number 5 for the assault rifles is the AKM. One thing I can say about the AKM is that it uses 7.62 ammo, which isn't the best ammo if you think about it. It doesn't do very good damage. And another thing, another downfall, I should say, is that when you're shooting, once again, it kind of goes up a little bit, so you can't be very accurate when you're shooting at someone. And that's a big downfall. So let me demonstrate the AKM. I have it right now. See how it kind of shoots up? Even though it only shoots up a little bit, less more than the shotgun or something like that, still makes it a little bad. Number 4, the Scar L. Not much to say about the Scar L. It's actually a pretty good gun. I think the scopes are actually pretty rare for this gun, so that might be a downfall for that. But yeah, not much to say about the Scar L. So let's get on to the next weapon. For the assault rifles, the M16A4, or just the M16. Really, really good gun. I love taking this with the M4, but it's a really good gun. Shoots up I think the same rate as an AKM. Takes 5.56 ammo, which is really, really good ammo. And yeah, it also looks good too. So, I guess that's another thing you can just say if you don't know what to say. Number 2, the Groza. This is a rare weapon that you can find in parachute drops, but it shoots awesome. It has good damage, takes good ammo. I can't remember what ammo, but I know it takes good damage. I've tried this gun out before. It looks amazing, but I think it is one of the other guns that kind of shoots up as well. Probably the same as the AKM and the M16 4A. And some of these guns are pretty loud as well. So that's another downfall. Like the M16A4 is really loud. Like if you shoot some, it's loud, is what I can say. But as long as you have a suppressor on it. But the Groza, really good weapon, but doesn't deserve the spot at number 1. But what does deserve the spot at number 1 for the assault rifles group is the M4 or M416. This gun is amazing. It isn't one of those shooter uppers like I always say. It shoots straight up, and it's like instant kill. Every time I get this weapon and I try to shoot someone with it, it's instant kill. It takes pretty much every scope, except maybe the 2x2 scope. I think that's the only one it does, but it can take 8x8 scopes, which are the best. And this gun is just amazing. So let's get on to the very last category. The M416, another thing to say about it is that it shoots like a beast. Well, it looks like a beast, but for the last category, the snipers, which probably is the biggest category, actually 8 in the sniper category. At number 8, the Kar 98K. The biggest thing about the Kar 98 is the reloading speed. Not as worse as the DP 98, I believe, but the reloading speed is kind of bad. It can only shoot like one bullet at a time, and you have to reload. But as long as you can get headshots, I think you can instant kill someone easily, or knock them out at least. But it's not the best sniper. Number 6, the Winchester model. Big thing about this weapon is that it is lever action, and lever action guns are usually really bad. I don't think I've ever tried this gun, but usually when it's lever action, it isn't really that good of a weapon, especially in Fallout 4. Now, I've learned most of this stuff from Fallout 4 because there is a lever action in Fallout 4, which has a really annoying glitch. But a lever action rifle is kind of the same as a shotgun almost. But the Winchester model, I don't know much about it, but I put it at number 7 just because. So, number 6, the M24. Now, there's 2 M24s for some reason. I'm about to die, but I don't really care right now. There's 2 M24s for some reason. The M24 right here is like a sniper. The other M24 is like a bigger one, which I'll talk about in maybe a few minutes. But this M24 is the, I think it takes 300 ammo, which is really rare. It's either this one takes the .300 ammo or the AWN, so I'm just going to say that for both of them. I think either one of them takes the .300 ammo, which is really rare. You can only find these weapons, I think, in parachute drops, and the ammo is just super rare, which you can only find in parachute drops as well. So you'll probably run out of ammo using this weapon anyways. But same thing with the AWM. Both of these guns have they don't have to reload every time you shoot, but they have a pretty bad fire rate. I would say, like, you have to shoot, and it's kind of like a regular sniper if you think about it. And I really don't like both of these weapons, mainly because the rarity just makes it a downfall. Number 4, the Mini 14. This Mini 14 isn't that rare at all. Actually, you can find it in almost every landscape, at least only one of them in every single one, but the Mini 14 has an amazing fire rate, shoots rapid fire. It can be for close-up combat, and yeah, that's all I can really say for the Mini 14. Another thing to say is that the scopes on this, I think they're rare, like for the Scar L. But yeah, that's all to say for the Mini 14. Number 3 is the SKS. I got this mistaken with the S12K, which is a shotgun, but the SKS is actually pretty good for the fire rate. It actually shoots really good. It's like an instant kill, and no more to say about that. Number 2, the M24, this other one that looks way better. You'll see the picture, the two differences of the pictures, but this M24 is way better. It looks better, and I've used it before. Does really good damage. I've never really, I don't think took someone out, but I've tried it out before, and it shoots like a boss. So for number 1, the VSS, I think is the total best weapon in the game. It isn't that rare, and another thing to say about it, because it's not rare, is that it is for close combat as well. I've seen people use the VSS, and they've shot people from across a building, which is like 5 meters, like each building is usually like 5 meters away. It's good for close-up combat. The fire rate is amazing, shoots pretty rapid. The only thing about this weapon is that it shoots kind of up, but the scope on this weapon is pretty good. The only thing is you can't change the scope, which kind of makes it bad. But yes, that is all the weapons ranked from worst to best, including the grenades, in case you guys didn't know. But so that is game for today. I'm going to try my best to edit this video, get all the pictures I can to show you what all these weapons look like in the game, in case you guys didn't see them, especially like the snipers, because you guys snipers are pretty rare. So like or subscribe, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked this in my opinion on every weapon ranked if you do play PUBG Mobile or PUBG on the Xbox One. And this is inspired by a YouTuber on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but he ranked every weapon. He didn't include the grenades, but I think he did a really good description. So I might put it, actually I will put the link in the description down below for his video of the ranking. So like or subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time.